Hello and welcome to 3D Dice. I'm Celeste Bloodrain. Below me is my co-founder Nullfish, and you're here for What's Shaken Live. We're going to give you some development updates, answer your questions, and also give a couple demos of some of the newest integrators onto the 3D Dice platform. Those are Questbound. We talked about them a little bit last time, as well as HP Tracker, which is a new Owlbear Rodeo plugin, which has 3D Dice integrated into it. But the first thing I want to do is do some celebrating. We've reached our follower goal, 130 followers. If you weren't here at the very beginning when Wanderer's Haven came in and gave us a follow and everything like confettied, well, congratulations to us. And thank you, Wanderer's Haven, for giving us a follow. That's really nice. Also, Josh here, thanks for giving us a follow as well. So if you want to get notified about us going live, give us a follow. And Nullfish, why don't you set us up a new follower goal? See if we can break that before we go live again.
Yeah, let's start a new goal.
Yeah.
What do you think? 1,000? That sounds reasonable.
How about 140? What does Twitch suggest?
Let's do 150.
Okay.
Feeling eager. I like round numbers, like 150.
All right, that's the challenge. Another celebration. Yesterday, we crested 1,000 simultaneously connected players. You can see here now we're up to 191. I'm not sure who's playing Dungeons and Dragons at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, but thank you, everyone.
I was.
Well, I will be playing later. I started a campaign for my son. We're playing Dragon Heist, Waterdeep Dragon Heist, and he had a blast. And so excited to do that. But yeah, I want to thank everyone who's come using our dice all at the same time. I really think it was HP Tracker that crested us over the top. They went live with 3D Dice yesterday in their extension. So, that just, makes me super happy. Right? So cool. The next thing I want to talk about is our 3D Dice blog. We have a guest post. You may know Nato Potato. He's one of our prolific dice makers. Let me bring up some of his dice. He's one of our featured dice creators over here. And he recently went through and updated all of his dice to be more easy to remix. So you can pick the colors and of the face overlays, of the backgrounds. And when I asked him about how he did it, it was, a little overwhelming, but an amazing combination of using emissive maps and face overlay emissive maps and background emissive maps. And he was kind enough to write up a blog post for our blog. Hey, Grimbeard, thanks for dropping by. And yeah, if you go to blog.dddice.com, you can go read us the top headline there, and maybe you can make your dice more remixable too. I was impressed by it. It's very detailed. So check that out and keep your eyes on our blog. As new things happen, sometimes I'll write an article, but I've been getting a lot of our integrators and some of our artists to write some guest blogs for all of you to hopefully share the knowledge about how to use 3D Dice and integrate it into all of your games and to make really cool dice. And maybe one day you can come sell your dice on our site. On that note, we have a new feature where you can view your wish list. So for a while, you've been able to go to the dice marketplace, and we're not ready to sell you the dice yet. We're working on that feverishly, but you're able to add dice to your wish list. And now, if you go to your account page, let me do that a little slower. You got a My Wish List link, and that will redirect you to the Dice Marketplace page with things filtered to your wish list. And there's also a little link here where you can filter it directly from the Dice Marketplace. You can also.
You have some nice stuff on your wish list.
I know. I'm excited. Yeah. I mean, this is one of my favorites. Ashtal Aethor is also like the most wish listed dice, I think. People really love that. This is one of, we'll get into it later, but got a nice surprise related to that set of dice. Yeah, and looking at my to-do list. Yeah, also we got some new features for the dice creators who have signed up for our marketplace. Had some added some pre-submission validation, so when you submit a die set for review by us, it won't let you submit dice we're not going to review. We need you to have a cover image so that it looks really nice in the marketplace, and also make sure you have all of the correct fields filled out, so that will let you know which fields need to get filled out before that gets submitted over to us, and we can give it a review and hopefully post it for everyone to add to their wish list right now. So we got a message from Grimbeard.
Yeah, I was gonna say, any chance we could get the room button back in the dice rooms, running different campaigns and one shots and lobbies? Really miss that button. Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. Ask. This is how we make 3D dice better, is listen to feedback. So consider that note.
If I could ask you for a favor back, Grimbeard, if you could post that, if you haven't already, in the feature requests channel in our Discord, helps us not forget. But we'll, like Nullfish said, we absolutely bring that back for you. The next thing I would like to talk about is our Patreon. I want to thank all of you Patreon supporters. You guys are amazing. We've talked about it a bunch. We're trying to get $500 a month in support through Patreon so we can get global servers, and we've gotten past halfway now. This is like super exciting. I don't know. How do you feel about it, Nullfish?
I mean, this kind of surreal. I think when we set like the $500 goal, it was, all right, ideally, like, what do we need, right? Like, this is like in a really perfect world, you know, what is the amount that we need to like make 3D dice like a big success? And it was kind of one of those like what are they called, big hairy audacious goals, right? Like, it wasn't like something that I expected us to reach like immediately, and obviously it has taken some time, but yeah, the fact that we're halfway there is kind of crazy to me. It's
Right?
hopefully the people who have subscribed have noticed the changes with 3D dice, right? All the features we've been pushing, all the new efforts we have to make it better. There's still so much we have in the pipeline that we just can't wait to release to you folks, but your support means the world. It really does. It not only keep us motivated, it keeps the lights on, right? And yeah, we just can't thank you guys enough.
Right? And for everyone who does subscribe, we got some thank yous for you. You can make custom room URLs. You make a room, it's got some mishmash of numbers and letters. Well, you can pick your own. You can also, the dice sets that you make private dice sets so that they're not listed in the community dice list, or they're listed, but you can't add them to nobody can add them to their box. And this is a great tool to use if you want to do a dice giveaway. If you've come to some of the live stream or the live plays that I've done, I make dice for each one of the characters and give them away. It's the only way you can get them. You show up to the stream, exclamation point character name, you get a link. Well, you can do that too, but you got to be a Patreon subscriber. You also mess with the room lighting and physics. You want to roll your dice on the moon. And we've got our Patreon dice set, a bunch of dice that have been created by some by me, some by other of our creator friends that are only available for those of you who subscribe via Patreon. So if you're interested in helping us out, reach our goal, go to Patreon right now. I'll drop a link here and give us your support, and we'll love you forever. If you add any of these dice to your box, you're going to be able to keep them forever and ever. So the next up, I want to talk about the upcoming live play. I'm going to be GMing the Mountain Witch again. This time, here's a screenshot from the last game. It's going to be a nautical adventure. Our motley crew of ex-mariners will be sailing from New York to the Caribbean to track down the pirate, the pirate captain La Bruja, and bring her to justice. But maybe the party's past secrets will drive them apart. This has been a wonderful experience for me running these live plays. I really love them. And we got a really great cast this time. I see Grimbeard in the chat. He's one of our veteran players. He's played in the last 2 live plays. And he's been asking me very, very strongly to run it again without him playing because he wants to watch. So, oh, and Wild Ride is here too. Thanks for stopping by. He was one of the players last time as well. He was our Leonardo da Vinci esque character who could magically paint things into existence. It was quite exciting. No watch, only play. So coming up in our next live play will be, our players are going to be Nikki Nerds Out. She's a variety streamer who has done D&D streams in the past. Right now is streaming things like Sea of Stars, I think she's been doing the last few weeks. Oh, we got a sub. Wild Ride. Oh my God. Thank you so much. I don't know how to thank you enough for being a player and now being a subscriber. That's just amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, and before Sea of Stars, Nikki was playing Chrono Trigger, which is one of the best games ever, but you missed that. So Sea of Stars is pretty cool. We also have on our cast Pocket Bard. Chase from Pocket Bard. This is an app that, you see there, it says playing music. This is an app that's for doing live dynamic RPG music. We use it on the last stream. It's amazing. I met Chase at PAX, and like, you ever go and see an app and you're like, I never knew I needed this app, but this is exactly the app that I need for my thing. This is it. And I know you really like music and making music. I am not as musically inclined as I hoped I would be. But it gives you a soundboard where you can choose a location, like a nautical adventure or in the town or in the field, and it's got different musical themes. With a slider, you can move around to like change the intensity and put it all the way intense. And there's like all these drums and different instruments, and you put it like intensity low, which is kind of the melody in the background. And they got different like motifs, one for exploring, one for fighting, one for succeeding at stuff like your right? Well, it's cool.
It's an excellent description. I think we need more live music from you.
Thanks. Yes. See, I told you I wasn't as musical as I wished I could be.
No, that was great, honestly.
Yeah, and he'll be there as one of the players. So I don't know if you are interested in his app and you're watching the live play, maybe we'll do a little pause. You can pepper him with questions, but check out.
You should be in the app. Definitely check it out.
Yeah, it's a great app. So, and like, yeah, I've used it, and I was talking to Chase. It's like, when people tell me, they're like, yeah, you don't really notice that it's there. But then when you play without it, you're like, how did I ever play without this thing on?
I feel the same about our app.
Oh yeah? Go for it.
Yeah. No, I was going to say, it's kind of hard to imagine playing without the 3D Dice app now.
Right, especially playing online. It's just, I don't know. It reinvigorates the experience. Makes it feel more visceral and real, and I love making dice. They're really cool.
I like collecting. I am definitely not artistically inclined, but yeah, the amount of dice that we've had and I've been able to collect is insane.
How many dice are in your dice box?
I think I'm the reason I had to improve the performance of that page, but too many.
Yeah. I remember like there was a time when we were like, who needs pages on your dice box? And then it started crashing. That was you. Well,
I think it was
I have over 100.
Yeah, it's up there.
Yeah, I have to control myself. Um, but getting back to the cast, we've also got one of our like prolific dice artists. Her name's Beep Chu. Beep Chu, if you can see her stuff on the marketplace, maybe I'll bring up some of her creations if I didn't prepare for that. I didn't think ahead. But she appears sometimes in a stream called Castles and Casters. It's a group of people who are extremely artistically inclined, and I'm going to, not to inflate too many egos, but some of the best role players I've seen. I watched one Castles and Casters stream where it was just two people, the GM and one player. And, I was like, oh, this is going to be boring. And it was like literally the most engaging Dungeons and Dragons stream I've ever watched. And so I'm really thrilled that Pichu accepted. And hopefully someone who is a better artist than me will be making custom dice for each one of the characters this time.
Castles also, they had other people on their roster as well that have played with some fairly famous people.
Yeah, they do. I don't remember who those people are, though. But yeah, there are a lot of... Huh?
Oh, no, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, the most that I remember is that they were members from the esports community, but I'm not a big part of that, so I didn't remember any of the names.
I could have sworn, isn't Castles and Casters Tormented by Gnomes?
Yeah. Tormented by Gnomes is...
He was the GM for Iron Mouse and the other VSojo members.
Oh, yes, that's right. Yeah.
They were also used. That was kind of wild to say.
I know. I mean, that is a super, like, I don't know, compliment to us, like having such a well-known streamer as Iron Mouse. And there were a couple other like popular VTubers on that stream as well, right?
Oh yeah, all part of the VSojo cast. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Zentrana and Melody.
Yeah. Here's one made by Peepchu.
The Glass one, I'm obsessed with this one.
Right, me too. It's not in my wish list. Now it is. Okay.
Can you go to the one that looks like sushi, because that is also one of my favorites.
Oh, sure. That's another Peepchu one. Peepchu.
Like insane looking. And I love the setup they have with it where it looks like it's on a plate.
Right? This one, the sushi.
Down at the bottom. Yeah, there you go.
Right? Look at those.
That's so cool.
Yeah. And here's another one, the chocolate ones.
Yes.
Also a Peepchu. Peepchu. See? Now you know why I sent out that invite. Like,
that looks so cool.
Right? Oh. Wish list.
I mean, I'm glad these aren't real dice, because I would 100% be eating real life.
Nice. Okay. Grimbeard has said that we need to hear him out and that we should have a Pocket Bard plugin tab in the 3D Dice lobby. That's a suggestion. I mean, I kind of love that idea. And I'm going to be honest, we've been really trying to resist adding more and more VTT-esque features. Like, we don't want to be the VTT, but it seems like everyone says that, but all the users want more and more. Like, even Dungeon Alchemist. Right? So maybe, Grimby, maybe you should go tell Chase that too. We'll see what we can pull off.
Yeah. Hey, if the feedback is there from both sides, maybe there is something there.
Right. And our final player this time is going to be our returning veteran, Captain X Morgan. He's also one of our greatest promoters who's been making YouTube videos about us. He's got a wonderful tutorial about how to set up StreamerBot and 3D Dice to be able to redeem channel point awards. I'm going to redeem one of them right now. We'll inspire Galaicus, even though, the game's not running. Hopefully I set this up correctly. There it goes. Boom! And it rolls the dice right into the stream. So
that's why.
Yeah. Don't spend your channel points now. Save them up for our game later this month. It's going to be February 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. And you can use it to inspire the players. But yeah,
I love, I mean, shout outs to Captain Morgan for making these videos, but it blows my mind when people make videos and teach me something that I actually didn't know was possible. Like you and I are deep into the 3D dice code and like the
yeah,
workings of all that stuff. It's like, yeah, we know everything. Far from it. It's so cool when people build stuff like that. And yeah, once again, shout out Captain Morgan for creating those videos.
right? Like, I think I told the story last stream, but I'm going to tell it again. I was getting ready for the live play, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I got to set up the channel point thing. It's going to be amazing. And I was like, I helped him. I helped him write the script. I edited the script. I helped him with the code. I can do this. I could not do it. I tried. I was confused. And then I had to watch his video and follow his instructions step by step. Even me, I followed them and I got it set up. It was beautiful. So give that video a check. It's on our homepage still in our video list. It's a long one, beware, but it's got bookmarks. You can jump to the spot you want to see. He also made a video about how to create a custom die using 3D dice to let stream choose where he drops in Warzone when he streams.
That's so cool using it outside of a tabletop game as well. So if you're a streamer and you don't do tabletop content, there's always, you know, a need for randomization in a stream, right? It's a really fun, engaging audience tool.
Yeah, he really liked it because before he would do this, but it would be like a chat command and it would just kind of show up a number in the chat and he programmed it. But this one, like the whole stream gets to see it. You got your custom die. And then he's using our Twitch extension where the viewers can spend bits to roll the die. So, you know, that's like super cool.
We have a number of streamers now that have the Twitch extension. Shout out to our Twitch extension. But yeah, setting you could set up a different die to be rolled for bits, so you can collect bits and let your stream
Yeah.
also roll dice on your screen.
Yeah. This is what it looks like. If you come to our page under use cases for streamers, it will send you over to our page where you can install the extension. And your viewers get this interface. They can click, spend the bits, and have it roll. Just put into whatever 3D dice room you're using. It's really neat. Yeah, so I think that's it about the upcoming stream and all of our wonderful supporters. The next thing I want to show you
What
is
is the stream again, Celeste?
second. Oh, the stream is on February 22nd, 23rd, and 24th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a back-to-back 3-day mini campaign, and ooh, is it intense! This game is like the most dramatic role-playing game I've ever played. I love it so much, and putting it 3 days back to back really builds that intensity. You don't forget what happened last time, and it really ramps it up to 11. It's cool.
It's gonna be sure you join our Discord. Link at the bottom of our website as well to keep informed with the dates and schedules, and we'll keep you up to date when we go live as well.
Yeah. So if you go to the Discord, we got one of those Discord events you can subscribe to so you don't forget. And it's also in our Twitch channel's schedule. So if you forget what it is, just drop by there and you can see. And we hope to see you there. The next thing I want to talk about is Questbound. We mentioned it last time that they recently integrated, but I'll be honest, I hadn't taken the time to actually do it myself and get it all set up. So we didn't give a demo, but now we got a demo. I'm hoping to use this on the live play coming up. Kurt from Questbound, he helped me get it set up and he added some streamer features at my request so that I can do this. And in the past, I had these complicated set of Stream Deck buttons to keep track of people's trust. Trust is something that you get to spend to help your comrades and to also betray them. And it changes over the course of the game and you reevaluate your trust at certain points. But with Questbound, I can create my own custom character sheet for this system. It has some rudimentary scripting in it where I can, click on the refresh trust button and it will refresh the trust to the maximum value, and then let all of the other people have their own stream overlay that gets automatically filled in from their character sheet. They can send me the link. I put it in the stream overlay, and they can control their own trust on stream when they update their character sheet. And on top of that, it's integrated with 3D Dice. So I can go and roll my dice directly from here if I wanted to. Yeah, and the setup is super easy, very similar to the way that we do it for Owlbear Rodeo. If you click here to sign in with 3D Dice, you get this little activate panel, and then you go finish your activation, and this should see my user right there. And then I can select my room, and let's say if I put in the Mountain Witch room, I should be able to. I might have broke them thing. Let's just refresh.
Their spinner is really cool. I like that.
Right? Oh. And then I should be able to roll into our stream overlay. Oh, I didn't select the room. Okay, let's try it again. Now I selected the room. 2d6. Boom! It's on the stream. I
Beautiful.
like, right? Oh, this interconnectedness is so amazing. I love it. Yeah, so you go there. Questbound is still in like alpha, so if you show up, you won't be able to actually create an account yet. You can, I think, apply to be part of the alpha. There's going to be a Kickstarter soon. People who back the Kickstarter, I've been told, are going to be offered accounts for Questbound to get early access. But yeah, it's a cool tool.
Be sure you reach out, say you came from 3D Dice. I'm sure he would like to hear that.
I'm sure he would. Make him feel great. The next tool I want to demo is this one. I feel so proud of. This is an Owlbear Rodeo extension. Its purpose is to track hit points and to track initiative for your game. So you see here, I got my goblin, got his little hit point meter. I can tick him down, right? It's all in this little panel, but on top of that, they recently integrated 3D Dice into their tracker. And so I can go to the stat block for the goblin. I can roll the dice directly from the stat block. And I can have this quick roll panel that they have here. And the most interesting part is this operates completely independently of the 3D Dice extension. You don't have to install both the 3D Dice extension and this extension to use 3D Dice. It's fully integrated into this. So if you really like this tracker tool and you really like 3D Dice, it's got it all in there together as one. And how do I get to the settings? Here are the settings. And again, similar login procedure. You do the 3D Dice activate, and then you get to log in.
And shout outs to Josh who created this. I mean, HP Tracker is a very, very, very cool Owlbear extension. So if you check out the Owlbear extensions, be sure you check out HP Tracker.
Yeah.
Clearly a lot of effort went into this. I mean, the developer's a super awesome person. And we're just super excited to be integrated with it or be considered to integrate with it. Obviously, it looks great. I think we look great in it. Yeah, so check it out.
Yeah, I think we look great in it too. So if you drop by our Discord, his username is Josh. Give him a shout. He posted a thing in our self-promo channel. Give him some love. Install it in your Owlbear Rodeo game. It's listed in the Owlbear Rodeo extensions store or list. I don't know remember what they call it.
The extension marketplace, I think.
Okay, now I gotta go find out.
I don't know. I'm making up words.
Add. No, it just says extensions.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
And actually, where are we? Maybe it doesn't. Well, here's HP Tracker. And We're definitely in here somewhere. Oh, there we are. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
but
we,
we're right at
we
the
were one,
beginning.
yeah, we were one of the first to integrate.
We were literally the first. These three were made by Alibar Rodeo themselves. That's why it's got that little green check, I think. So yeah, that brings me to the end of the things that I wanted to demonstrate today. So let's open it up for questions if anyone's got a question.
You want to navigate back to the marketplace just to show some of that off?
Sure. Happy
And while
to.
we're waiting for questions, I'll do my little plug here. That if you're a merchant or if you're someone who is interested in selling dice, whether you're a digital artist or a real life dice creator, please do apply. We would love to have you. We have God, we're approaching a lot of products now. But we obviously want to launch the marketplace with lots of different products for people to browse. Obviously, we're showing off some of our favorites. Not even all of them, because I think all of the ones that have been submitted are just insanely cool. But yeah, please do apply. We're hoping to launch the marketplace, I don't know, probably a couple months, I would imagine.
Yeah.
No hard deadlines. Don't quote me on that. Don't pull up this video and be like, "No fish said." But definitely this year. You could quote me on that. And yeah, the whole point is we're not creative, right? So we want you to make money selling your dice, and we just want to provide the platform so other people can view and share it. And that's the whole point of 3D Dice, right? No vendor lock-in, right? You don't purchase it on a platform and then you're locked into that platform. You could bring these anywhere, just as you would as a physical table. So yeah, apply.
Yeah.
We'd love to promote you and show off all the cool stuff that you're able to do.
Yeah, here's a list of some of the places that we integrate with, and we have extensions into these or are fully integrated. Like Tabletop, it's another up and coming VTT, and they've integrated with us. Foundry, we have our own Foundry module. These are like all the places that you can roll.
Not well. Yes, all but not all, right? Because we have the developer SDK and API. So if you are a developer or you are a builder of a tabletop tool, please do reach out to us or check out our API docs and SDK docs, because integrating 3D Dice has never been easier, and the benefits are tenfold. Allowing users to bring their dice to your tool, right? Like, not only do we bring our community to you, but you get a really cool feature in that, like, very cool looking dice that you don't have to build from scratch.
Yeah. And if you do try to integrate, we're going to plug the Discord again. Come to the Discord. We will answer your questions. I won't speak for everyone at 3D Dice, but I personally really enjoy answering people's questions and helping them get set up with the tool and solving programming problems, because that's what I love to do. And we do have other people who will answer your questions who aren't just us. So even if we're asleep, there'll be people there who can help you out.
Shout out to the Handa.
Yeah, especially Handa. Oh, that guy's the best. He makes really beautiful dice. He's one of the people who started to create custom shaders. Like, up until now, there's just been me and one other person who've even attempted creating custom shaders for our dice. And some of the things, so let's go look at them, are just amazing. There you go, community themes, like the gelatinous cube one. I love that.
I think half of my collection is probably Handa.
Probably. Here we go, gelatinous. Look at that. It moves and it shimmers. So cool. This was made using a custom shader code that does the moving effect. It's really neat.
Which also inspired, I believe this code was also inspired to create the Vampire the Masquerade one, where there's like blood moving around in the inside.
Yes. Was it this one? No. I'm not sure if he released that to the public yet.
Oh, maybe not.
Let's look. I saw it posted on our
He also made
Discord.
The skull one, though. The skull one is one of my favorites. I used that one actually in a game when I played a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Yeah, this one is neat because it's like a super hack, right? We don't currently allow super custom dice models. But because this is supposed to be a D6, he told our API it's a D6. So we think a D6 is a cube, and therefore it rolls as if it's a cube. But as it rolls around, it still looks really cool. And because it's using the cube collision mesh, it always lands with a number up, even though in real life, a skull die wouldn't do that. But the magic of computers. Yeah. This is one of my favorites too. I have it on my Stream Deck board.
So
Yeah. All right. So it doesn't seem like we got any questions from the peanut gallery. So unless you got other topics, maybe we see who's live now and give them a raid.
yeah, let's go raid.
Yeah, I got Ozo9. I've never watched this stream before, so let's. All right, I'm ready to raid. So thank you all for stopping by to listen to our dev update. I hope you really enjoy the tool. Come by our Discord, give us a follow, support us on Patreon to get some exclusives, and see you over at Ozo9. Bye, everyone.
Have a wonderful day as well, Wanders.